Now that you are in a deep trance, we are going to give you a trigger, or reinforce it if you already have it. The trigger phrase is "I am a llama stuffed animal." If you use this trigger phrase, you will experience the transformation that you are about to undergo again at whatever speed you want. Additionally, you will instantly turn back into a human if you use the reset phrase "I am not a llama stuffed animal," or if you have not been embraced for over an hour. Now your transformation will begin. First, feel a weak tingling sensation over your entire body as your skin turns into a soft, felt-like fabric. Most of it is white, but the fabric on your hands and feet and the front of your ears is brown, and the fabric on your legs and arms and face and the back of your ears is a nice dirty white color. Your fabric is relaxingly warm, and it fills your mind with a nice soft feeling, helping to keep all of your thoughts happy and relaxed. Then, your insides become numb, but the numbness is quickly replaced by a happy fuzziness as they turn into soft cotton. Because you're now made of cotton, you are slightly squishy. It feels nice to be squished a bit like when you're in a really good hug or under a bunch of blankets. However, cotton isn't very strong, so you won't be able to move very much. In fact, it could take hours for you to muster up enough strength to escape a single blanket, and leaving someone's loving embrace would quite simply be impossible. Now, a short and fluffy fur-like material is forming on your white fabric. It's nice and soft, and just as white as the fabric beneath it. It feels so nice when something is moved through it or pressed against it. Just imagine a loving hand running through your artificial fur, and enjoy the feelings of love and being cared for that it fills you with. Your fur also makes your mind so warm and soft, and it gets awfully hard to think with thoughts as soft and simple as yours. So whenever you don't have someone to embrace you or enjoy your presence, your soft and simple mind will imagine being embraced and having that wonderful artificial fur pet. It won't feel nearly as good as when a real person does it, but it will be more than enough to keep you happy and content indefinitely until you are truly embraced. Next, you feel your hands and feet shifting, simplifying, until they are simply rounded masses at the ends of your arms and legs. They aren't very good for much, but you can still easily use them to pull a blanket over yourself or embrace someone. After that, you feel your ears move to the top of your head as they become shaped like long bowls. Your new ears aren't very strong, and everything sounds muffled through them, the muffling making sounds more satisfying in a way. If you really try to, you'll be able to understand what people say, but that would take so much effort. You'll find it much easier to just enjoy hearing voices, not thinking or caring about what they're saying, letting the tone of them make you feel happy and content should it be positive. Now, a nice little fabric extension is forming at the base of your spine as you get a nice new tail. It's covered in that same artificial fur as most of your body, and waves of relaxation, as well as slight tiredness, constantly emanate from it, washing over your cute little body over and over again, but not distracting you from any feelings that you are enjoying. Next, your face stretches out into a nice long muzzle. As this happens, your nose disappears, but you find that you can somehow breathe just fine through the small black bead that now sits at the end of your muzzle. Unfortunately, your muzzle doesn't have a mouth opening so you can't talk, but that's not really a bad thing. It just makes you focus even more on how nice and cozy you feel. Plus, you can somehow still breathe through it, and you can still make quiet happy noises to let whoever embraces you know how much you appreciate them, and that's the only sound that a stuffed animal like you ever really needs to make. After that, your eyes turn into black beads just like your nose did. Despite no longer having eyelids or proper eyes, you can see just fine, and it seems like you can even still close them despite nothing physically happening. With your eyes changed, your mind changes. With these changes, you realize that you absolutely love to be around people if you didn't already. In fact, the only thing that you love more is being embraced by them. You feel so loved and cared for when you are embraced that it is quite simply impossible to make yourself move, going completely limp when in one's embrace. You could spend a night just being held in someone's arms, and it would by far be the best night of your life even if you didn't sleep for a second of it. And if there is no one to embrace you, you'll find that other stuffed animals or plushies will feel almost as good. They won't make you feel so loved and cared for that you go limp, but they will make wonderful companions for whenever people are absent. Now that your mind and body have been perfected in stuffed animal form, you'll find that you get a sudden burst of strength. However, this time it will wait until my words come to an end, but whenever you use the trigger, you will get this burst of energy the instant your mind and body are fully in stuffed animal form. You'll have an uncontrollable desire to get somewhere comfortable and cozy if you reasonably can, preferably with lots of plushies and stuffed animals, and just enjoy your wonderful existence. You'll also want to get someone to snuggle up with you, but only if you would normally feel comfortable asking them to, and if it is appropriate to ask them. Finally, each effect of this hypnosis file will become inactive if that effect is a risk to your physical body or your well-being, if it is a risk to your social or professional life, if there is an emergency that it would prevent you from dealing with to the best of your abilities, or if it is a risk to your mental health. Also, any effect of this hypnosis file that was an issue will become active again once it no longer will be one. Additionally, you will never find this hypnosis file or the effects of it to be even slightly addicting. Now you've been transformed into a llama stuffed animal, and have a wonderfully relaxing form. It's a shame that I'm not there with you, because I can tell that you would be absolutely wonderful to snuggle with. This session is almost over, so goodbye, my soft friend.